Joy UCL is on this Sunday. It's the final of this year's UEFA Champions League. And tonight, of course, is the final of the UEFA Europa League. And Inter Milan up against Sevilla. There's a preview to both games. But of course, the other issues you also have to look at here on the local scene. And the English Premier League is coming back September 12th. Is the start of the new English Premier League season, and Liverpool, defending champions, their first fixture will be against the winners of last season's English Championship, that's Leeds United. We'll try and get you the first week fixtures. But here on the local scene and elsewhere, FIFA is helping footballers switch eligibility and represent a second national team with a planned rule change that they are set to announce. And of course, we have more in this report.
The proposal gives hope to players who are eligible for multiple countries but fell out of favour at their first national team, where they are bound after just a single minute of playing time in a competitive game. The new wording would let players switch eligibility if they played a maximum of 3 times for the first national team, including tournament qualifying games, before they turned 21 and at least 3 years earlier. The new rule will take effect from next month if 211 national federations approve it at the September 18 Congress that FIFA is hosting online from Zurich. A FIFA working group has tried for more than 2 years to shape the new proposal. The proposal would bar nationality switches for anyone who played at a final tournament of the FIFA World Cup or a final tournament of a confederation competition.
Well, that was a Saribedi Akos report. Now, the date for the Ghana FA's Congress has generated a lot of talk. Yesterday, we had former Division 1 League board chairman, that's Intu Fianko, expressing his disappointment in the FA for rescheduling the date from August 27 to September 1. The same day, the Court of Arbitration for Sport, that's CAS, they are expected to give their verdicts on the case between Wilfred Osei Kuku, affectionately known as Palmer, and the Ghana Football Association. Well, Mr. Albert Komi, a former executive committee member of the FA, who is now with 11 Wonders, joins me on the line. Mr. Komi, thanks so much for your time this morning. Yesterday, you heard Mr. Intu Fianko talked about the fact that he wasn't happy with the FA for fixing the Congress date on September 1, same date as that of the CAS ruling. What do you say today, sir?
Thank you very much, and good morning to your cherished listeners. In fact, I don't see the drift with which Mr. Nto want to let people understand. Because one, does it mean that because of the CAS issue, the DFA should not run?
Well, he was talking about the fact that, the attention will not be on the Congress because you're inviting media men. You also have football.
This is where it's very difficult for me to understand him, because when we go to Congress, all the proposals that have been sent were sent by members. And I think that what we need to do is to concentrate on the works, and then we have it done. Do you remember the Osei Dreams issue?
Exactly, I do.
GF was working. We played the whole season before the decision came, and then later we implemented. So what is the difference when it comes to this? We need to go to Congress and then make sure that we put things in order. Now that we are even trying to convince government to allow us play our game, we need to do certain things. One of them is to go to Congress. So I don't see on the date, what is the guarantee that even CAS is going to deliver the decision, having noticed what has happened? The postponement kept coming. So we need to concentrate and do the needful. So for me, I don't think that he has a case. Let's go to Congress and let's do the necessary thing that we have to do. That is what I think. I don't think that it is good for us to wait. Does it mean that even when we change the date, would we know the next day that CAF will bring? So when it coincides, then we have to postpone it. I don't think that's the way to run our association.
Okay, but Mr. Komi, should CAS on the day release their verdict? And let's say, football, of course, as it is run in this country, almost every time there's an issue regarding football, there's always a lot of talk, media attention and all that. So we go to Congress and there are issues that we want to propagate in the media. Then this CAS ruling comes in. You don't think it will overshadow whatever that we want to put out there for the public to know?
My brother, I don't think so. If indeed we know that the Congress is the highest decision body of our organization, When we are there to do business, we do serious business. The issue when it comes, I think that it is football that will be the winner. It depends on where you are standing and how you are looking at it. Whatever direction that CAS decision gives us, we'll make sure that we channel that, and then there will be nothing. And that is why I gave the example that we had earlier on.
Yeah.
And it involves Mr. Osepama and Dreams at the time.
Yeah.
So for me, let's concentrate and keep on doing, because unless they can tell me that they are very sure that come September 1st, the decision is coming.
Okay.
The decision we cannot control as to when it will come. And when it comes, we are football people. We know how to manage tensions. We know how to manage this thing. When we are there for business, we concentrate and do the business.
Okay.
After all, the decision will be up to the lawyers of the various parties.
Okay.
So, in their opinion, do you think that in the course of the Congress, they are going to put that one there? I don't think so. That is business for the day, and we need to go and do the needful. And I think that will happen. So our appeal to all clubs to get ready for us to go to Congress, so that it will pave way for us to do our football business, rather than waiting for CAS decision, which we don't even have control whether it will come today or tomorrow.
Okay, Mr. Komi, thanks so much for your time this morning. We definitely will see you on September 1 at Congress. So that was Mr. Albert Komi, a former executive committee member of the Football Association, now with 11 Wonders as their chief executive officer.